So the iPhone 10 is one of those iPhones that's been around for many, many years. But I still think in some ways that you could probably still use this iPhone for the next a little bit of time and still be perfectly fine. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, this is a two-part thing. For one, this iPhone did just get, discontinued with software support, so it's still going to be getting iOS 16 updates, which is a very, very important thing to keep in mind. But with iOS 17, it's not going to be getting the next couple versions of iOS. Now, let's just say hypothetically, I'm making the argument that you could use this iPhone for the next 2 years. That means that all the iOS 17 updates are not coming to this thing, and all the iOS 18 updates are not coming for this thing either. If that ends up being the case, that's basically going to be 2 full years of no software support on this specific device. It's not the end of the world or anything, but it is one of those things that you're gonna have to keep in mind in the back of your head. Now, the other thing going on with this specific device, the other side of this, is with iOS 16, the way things are looking like right now, I think Apple is going to be continuing iOS 16 support even when iOS 17 is out, and I think they're going to be sunsetting iOS 12 support on the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 5S. I also do think that they're going to continue supporting the iPhone 6S and 7 on iOS 15, so I do think there's room for Apple to go ahead and actually continue supporting those specific devices on those versions of softwares. Now, I don't know for a fact what Apple's going to do. I have no insider information, but if I had to kind of estimate, I would say if Apple even continues iOS 16 on at least even till iOS 17 is done, that is still another year that you can use this specific iPhone for, and I think that's a pretty big deal in and of itself. Again, it wouldn't be the reason I would go and buy this iPhone right now, but if you currently own this iPhone, I think that's actually a pretty interesting thing to keep in mind. Now, on top of that, with the iPhone 10, you are still getting an amazing build quality, an okay camera, an okay front camera, very average battery life, but you're getting a very good display. The performance really isn't even that bad for how old this phone is. Like, it's pretty surprising. And although this phone is fairly slower than the competition, it's also, an older phone. It's going to have older parts and older hardware. I still think I'm fairly surprised whenever I pick up this phone, how good of a job this phone does overall. So I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to go and buy this iPhone right now, but I would say if you're in the market and if you do need to go and buy a next phone or something and you want a phone that you want to use for like a year or two, I don't think this is a bad option. Like, I still think this thing still has some life left in it, and I could even see people buying this phone and using it probably for the next 2 years. Keep in mind, it's not going to be getting any features within iOS 17 or iOS 18, but it's still a really cool thing that Apple's done here, and I'm actually really, really happy and excited about it. So I'll let you guys kind of think about that on your own. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.